Right, so the last Sidemen Sunday had probably one of the worst Sidemen Sunday performances of all time, courtesy of myself and Harry. Unfortunately, a lot of it was caught on camera and broadcast to the entire world. But watching it back, there was a lot of chaos that either wasn't caught on camera or didn't make the final edit. Without the bizarre full context, some of our decisions seemed so perplexing that I thought they just needed to be answered for. So today, I thought I'd watch back some of the most significant parts of our downfall and talk about all the stuff that went on behind the scenes, off camera, and in secret. Alright, enough yapping, let's get into it.
Oh, he's arrived! Oh! He's arrived!
He's the microphone.
It's fine, you can get it after.
Talking to Harry.
That's a strong team.
Yes.
That's a strong team.
That was a nice warm welcome as well, because they weren't supposed to start without me. I don't think it was even mentioned in this video, but I went to Germany for the Euro semi-finals literally the night before this. So 2 nights before I flew to Germany, basically had no sleep because it was an early flight. Obviously went out after the victory over the Netherlands in Germany, stayed up stupidly late for some ridiculous reason. I was with Chris and George, so yeah, we were out celebrating in Dortmund. The last train home got me in literally at like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I was up an hour later to make sure I was in London for 9 o'clock to start with these guys. So across the previous 2 nights, I was on about 4-5 hours sleep max, and I had another 24 hours of probably being awake for most of it ahead of me. So I looked rough and felt rough, but yeah, thankfully it was a warm welcome. Oh yeah, and in case you didn't know, the aim of the video is to visit as many countries in 24 hours as possible, with some obstacles and challenges along the way.
You have 24 hours. The time is currently 10:21. 21. Go.
All right. Not going anywhere. Let's get you a mic on. There's mic there. Go in the corner and look. Bye, guys.
Yeah, I wasn't even mic'd up at this point.
Be the cameraman.
Yes.
Let's go.
Hold on. Shimmy, any of you guys named Paul?
Somebody's been in it.
I went down there.
Nah, do it that way. Okay, cool.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah, so we struggled from the off because I had to get mic'd up because I obviously turned up late. So by the time we got outside and read that the first challenge was to find someone named Paul, the boys had already just ransacked the streets and asked every single person we asked.
Hello, mate. You're not Paul by any chance, are you?
No.
Oh, okay. Thanks anyway. No, we were just looking for our friend called Paul, but forgot what he looked like.
So you're not called Paul, are you, sir? No, you're not called Paul, are you, brother? You could be.
You're not Paul by any chance, are you?
You're called Paul. Are you actually called Paul?
Have you got some kind of ID to?
I'm not bad. I'm Paul Sherwood.
Have you got like an Instagram you can pull up just to be like, yes, this is my name, or?
My name.
Your name's not Paul.
You know what? I don't know why we bothered asking this guy so much. If we had just been like, okay, yes, your name's Paul, thank you, shook his hand, I genuinely think Simon would have just given it to us. I don't know why I was such a stickler for the rules being like, prove it 100%, because I bet Simon wouldn't have cared.
No, his Instagram's name's not
but your
Paul.
name is Paul? Yeah. Is there any way you could show that to us?
Get him to ring her.
Why am I doubting it so much?
I don't think your name's Paul.
Is there anyone you can...
I don't believe your name's not Paul. No! No!
Damn it!
You bastard!
Honestly, this was just the start of the downfall because we just could not find someone named Paul. I can't remember if the other teams actually did use any kind of transport to get anywhere, but because we were on zero, we were like, we can't even line bike or get a train to somewhere more busy, and no matter where we looked, we just could not find a pool for the longest time.
Excuse me, guys. Neither of you are cool.
Bro, you guys are taking the piss.
Sorry, no.
That guy scared me, I can't lie. He was seriously angry. Evidently the boys had been there before, and I was like, we're shoving a bunch of cameras in this guy's face, asking him for a guy named Paul in the middle of his business hours. There are a few comments that were like, oh, he was out of order, but honestly, I don't massively blame him for kicking out us a bit like that.
Where the fuck did you find a Paul?
There was 3 men in a van, and we said, hello, is it one of your names Paul? And they all pointed to
And I got mugged off before as well. Some guy said his name was Paul, and I was
You
like,
went,
oh,
yeah,
yes. And he went, yeah, skin back.
Good joke. But see, that's what I mean. They didn't actually get any verification from the guy in the van. They were just like, oh, he said his name's Paul, that's fine. Should have done it. Should have just taken that kid's word.
Oh, yeah. I got mugged off. We got mugged off by someone, and then I got shouted at by someone in the hairdresser.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same guy.
He really angry.
Oh, yeah, that's why. He's like,
really
angry.
Yeah. He switched to you. He wasn't happy.
Yeah, because he's him.
He went, what, bruv? Can you go away, though? We're planning. Go find Paul, bro.
We can't find a pool
Go
anywhere.
find Paul.
We can't find a pool.
If Paul's going to be anywhere, he's going to
Euro Cafe.
He's going to be betting in Ladbrokes on a Thursday morning. Paul's? No.
Why do you need a pool?
It's for a challenge for a video. We're trying, but we can't start until we find something.
Cheers, mate. Cheers for the help.
Do you want to come with us for 5 minutes and keep doing that?
That's actually unironically what we needed, because me and Harry were just so not socially built for this challenge, and this guy coming in just yelling. Could have done with him on the team for a little bit.
There's 100% a pool in there.
Mate, this...
There's... Shall I see?
Yes,
Shall I see? See if anyone comes. Anyone taking the bait?
Is there anyone called Paul in the building? No. He's a better man than I am.
Need a person.
Yeah, he was bold for this one, because honestly, through that window, you can't properly see. There was so many people just looking deadpan straight at us in the window. I mean, he's probably doing a good thing almost hiding behind it, but that hurt me inside to be a part of.
Name Paul.
Yeah, someone called Paul. Can we read? This is so unprofessional.
No one's taking the bait.
Nah, they're all in like meetings, trying not to look up. Oh,
Especially given I had a corporate job at one point.
Yeah. Wait.
are you in Paul?
Are you called Paul?
Paul.
Shit.
No, this guy was just a fan.
Shit. Is he called Paul?
There's a red light.
Is he called Paul? Are you called Paul? No.
That was the problem with going around with Harry as well. Like, everyone recognised him and was looking at him with a sign, like just smiling, and it was actually just because they love Harry.
We're looking for a guy named Paul.
Yeah.
Just anyone called Paul. You guys aren't
See,
called
this
Paul,
was
are
it.
you?
These fans chat
No,
to us.
actually.
Are you actually called
He
Paul?
actually. He's got a slight smile to his face.
I don't know if I believe.
Have you got any way of proving it? We actually got one.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
sir.
thank you so much, Paul.
Thank you.
Oh,
You saved us.
Obviously, it had only been a few minutes of content by this point, but we were out there for so long, especially after Ethan was like, yeah, we've got our own pool. This was just the first part of the struggle, and we finally got it. It felt so good, but little did we know what was coming up.
So much.
For so long.
Oh.
Okay, I know.
Yeah, let's do it. I've got an arse for the
Oh, yeah.
£500. It's not great,
No.
but we can make it work. We can make it work.
That's a Ryanair flight to...
Yeah. Should we look at flights?
Yeah,
Should we
let's do that.
Let's look at a map. Do you want to get a map? And I'll get a Skyscanner
Yeah.
up.
So that was the other tough thing. That was the only challenge we could do in the UK. So that was £500, and that was all we could have to initially get somewhere, which, if you're looking for like flights same day that leave in a few hours from London, so few of them were less than £250 per person. And the ones that were, there was like only one seat left, like loads of them had sold out. So we just found it so difficult.
This is the drive I'm thinking of. Even if we don't drive, this, see, little like split,
Yeah.
is right on the border to Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Yeah.
And then you've got Montenegro and Albania, North Macedonia and Kosovo, like literally all in this tiny little circle.
This, I think, was something we should have just stuck with. I'll show you on the map what I'm talking about here. We were planning on literally flying here to Split. This is Croatia, and then going Bosnia, Montenegro, Serbia, Kosovo, Albania, North Macedonia, Greece. In a sort of, I mean, I don't know whether we would have got all of them, but if we had flown out straight away, I genuinely think we could have zigzagged and banged what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe could have got 8 countries. But Harry just wasn't keen on, first of all, us banking on getting a car, but second of all, just being able to navigate the roads and whether they'll actually be sort of like fast highway type roads for us to actually zigzag through. Like, for all we know, we could have been zigzagging through mountains and gotten like 2 countries. So
How tiny is that, sir? Is it?
Long
What about
way.
like fly to Milan, then go?
yeah, and he so there you go. That was all cut out, but he basically wasn't too keen on the idea of the drive. And he had good reason, to be fair. And also, looking at it on the map, like I say, it's this small circle, but still quite a long way. Like, it is a big area, so I think we were right to check other options first.
Through Switzerland, Luxembourg,
Oh, like the little corner of Switzerland,
Spain,
France.
or like France, Andorra, Spain.
That could work.
Because I think they'll have trains.
They'll
there.
have better trains, definitely.
Whereas if we're going down here, I think we're just going to get like stranded in like some Albanian town.
Surely this can pick up a car in Barcelona.
And again, this bit was kind of skipped, but obviously it is a video and like we are doing it for content. And we did initially, after that discussion straight away, just have a look, and we found a flight to the Netherlands pretty quick. And we were like, we can zigzag Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, France, Switzerland, maybe Italy. Like, that's 7 already. But we ended up just being like, we'll be on that one little flight and then we'll just be in a car on grey roads. Like, all of these places, I mean, don't get me wrong, some beautiful places to pass through. I mean, even there. But we just worried that we'd just be basically on motorways or on trains the entire time. and it would just be kind of boring. So given it was like early on in the day, there weren't any flights that were leaving like immediately, we were like, oh, let's try and get something where we can get a lot of countries, but also like have a really cool experience that will just like make a good video. I think the fact that there wasn't like a financial prize on the line as well just massively helped that, because like if it was like, oh, winner wins 100 grand, I think we genuinely would have been on that flight to Amsterdam straight away and just started pinging around the countries. But given it was ever so slightly less competitive and we knew we were making a Sidemen Sunday, we were like, let's do something really cool that we'll just like remember.
Yeah, you can. We could drive to Andorra.
And we just do a coast trip from Barcelona to Monaco.
Coast. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
If we have
do you
to.
want to see the drive? What is the drive from like Barcelona to Monaco?
Bro, it's a 3-hour drive.
Oh, we're doing that.
Let's get to Barcelona ASAP.
Yeah. Cool. That's the one. That's so easy. That's the one.
Yeah.
And what a lovely drive as well.
Yeah. Oh my god. If we can get a nice car with a bit of aircon.
Yeah. Oh mate. Yeah.
Oh.
Still get all swimming to sea.
We're cruising. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
At this point, it felt like it was all coming together. So here, we were going to start in Barcelona, Spain, and go 1, Andorra 2, France 3, Monaco 4, where's Monaco there? Italy 5, and then maybe even Vatican City 6. And we were like, that's a banger. Like that coastal drive, Andorra through the mountains, Barcelona, this along the coast, into Monaco, like all of these would have just been so cool, especially if we had ended up in Vatican City in Rome. Like that would have been absolutely unreal to watch. But unfortunately, it remained a pipe dream.
Forward is viewing at 4:30 to Barcelona.
It's not the worst.
It's a lot of dead time. 4:30, just killing 5 hours.
So we'd have to be at the airport for 3:30 anyway. We've got 3 hours to kill.
Yeah, to get to Gatwick, it'll probably take us an hour to get there.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay,
should we book it?
Let's get it booked.
So we ended up looking there, and we actually found out that, again, obviously cut, so just to explain, we were looking at just one person travelling. So that 4:30 Barcelona flight wouldn't have been the end of the world. You know, we would have rocked up, had a good amount of time to drive, would have been fine. But there was only one seat on that plane. And not only did we need 2, because we needed me and Harry, we also needed John, the legendary cameraman, who ended up being a bit of a hero in the video. And a hero in real life, to be fair. We needed 3, and there just weren't 3 flights available on that flight. So we ended up going into Nando's to do some more planning and get some food down us.
We're finished, mate.
We are really struggling.
We're finished. We're trying to get to Barcelona
find anything
by like 4 and do the coastal route. We'll do Spain, France, Monaco, Italy. But the flights are all sold out.
Yeah.
The flights are all sold out. Do we just go to fucking like somewhere sick?
To one country.
Just we'll go Iceland.
Nah, this was a stinker idea.
But it's going to be nighttime. By the time we get,
it's going to be nighttime anyway, yeah.
Yeah,
it's going to be irrelevant where we are because we can't see it.
See, we definitely had this in our minds. Like, we wanted to do something pretty cool. Obviously, nothing mind blowing, but yeah, it kind of wouldn't have been worth it if we had just gone to one place. It would have been. By the time we've gone to the airport, given it a few hours to get through and stuff, or at least an hour away from the airport, like wherever we rocked up would have been nighttime anyway, if it was, you know, a decent few hours flight. So we kind of needed to stay in that sort of region of Northwest Europe if we were going to get anything sunny. But yeah, the plans, just nothing came to us.
Fuck. No. We will find this. We'll find this.
And this was a good few hours of planning, you know.
Give us 10 minutes. And we'll figure this out.
Yeah.
We'll figure this out. I don't know what to do.
Nothing works. Nothing works. Nothing that we want to do works.
I bet the other team. I bet the other team's on the fucking Eurostar. I bet they've been boring. They've got the Eurostar and they're just off.
And they're just zigzagging down the motorway.
We're overthinking too much.
See, that's the thing. We knew what we could have done if we had literally just wanted to like tick off the countries. And I don't know whether looking back we made the right decision, because we could have literally just hopped on a Eurostar or hopped on that flight to Amsterdam and it would have just been completely fine. But for some reason, we just really wanted to do something cool. But yeah, the 500 could think, like, the number of flights that we found that were leaving on the same day that were going to, like, Barcelona and places we wanted to go to, but, like, were on more expensive airlines and stuff. And because obviously it was only a few hours away, they were all way more than £250 each. And that financial restraint just held us back so much.
I think we're trying to, like, plan the perfect route. We just go somewhere. But where do we go? Where do we go?
Can't believe there's no flight for the next, like, 5 hours.
So we've been in this Nando's for 2 hours now. We've literally got, we don't know, like, this is the worst, this might be the worst performance ever, you know. This is so poor.
We just started, we could tell already, because we took so long to find that pool. And then, like there's only a certain number of airports and a certain number of flights going out. Like once you've kind of searched them all, I think this is the point where maybe we should have just been like, sack it, let's just do the Amsterdam and zigzag, try and visit a bunch of cool monuments. I mean, culture in there is pretty great, and just try and not spend as much time on a motorway or on a train track as possible. But yeah, we're really feeling the heat at this point.
Oh, this is a bit of a...
You know, I thought this was going to be the coolest thing ever. They're going to actually tear it up.
Oh, well.
Bro, Harry told me obviously what the like rough video idea was. So in advance, I was like, man, I was picturing me and Harry like, you know, in a sweet car, like doing the exact same thing, like driving across the south of France, maybe doing the Balkans, like just doing something really cool. I just had no idea it was going to be this hard. I'm glad we were able to laugh at it though. We weren't getting like annoyed or anything because there's something just so funny about failing so miserable like that.
Harry,
You all right?
no, we're having a terrible time. So Jack tried to hit the bullseye and failed. But Harry had to down a pint in 10 seconds. And he did it. At this time of day.
He did it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Thank you.
He's chosen you guys to win the money.
Yes, thank you.
We really need it. We're scuppered right now.
Okay. Well, he spanned the wheel and...
I got you guys £100.
Yeah.
They don't care about £100. What? £100?
Oh, we seem so
Yes,
ungrateful.
thank you. Well, no, you know what, boys? Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for 100
thanks for the 100 quid.
Yeah, we'll put it to good use.
Harry's
Thank
so
you.
sweet.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Oh, waste of my life.
100 quid.
Waste.
Fucking £600.
God damn.
What are we going to do with that, man?
I was thinking it was going to be like a grand or two.
Yeah. We got you a private jet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was the thing. We were like, at this point, all of a sudden, it felt like something was about to happen. Like we were going to get, like you said, like a private jet, like a free flight anywhere, or like a grand. And it was like, oh, we can fly to exactly where we want to go and do the trip that like kind of makes the most sense. Like go somewhere cool that we can tick off a lot of countries, rent a really nice car, that type of stuff. And yeah, I feel bad for being so ungrateful, but it just kind of was like, oh, this doesn't actually change our situation at all. Like I think the expensive flights that we were wanting to get was sort of like 700, 800 each. So we did need a good chunk more money, but grateful to the boys in hindsight for doing it. I apologise for coming across as so ungrateful. Played up to a bit for the cameras, but yeah, it was a tough one.
Go back to Simon.
Shall we?
What the fuck else?
Shall we go back to Simon? Let's go back to Simon, man. All right, we're heading back to the
This is
studio
mental.
to say hi to Simon. That's the plan. Oh, dear.
So shameful. Again, just thought it'd be funny. We were like, sack it, let's just go get a laugh out of it.
What? Hello.
What's up, guys? This challenge is so hard.
We're going to a farm around the corner.
Lewis.
There's a farm around the corner. We're going to look at the farm. They got pigs and stuff. What are we doing, Arthur?
We're at the farm.
Yeah, we got hours to kill, so we come to the local farm.
He wanted to take me on a romantic trip to New York and Simon said no.
Okay.
And this is his second attempt.
Yeah, inside Harry was like, mate, honestly, for the video, can you just fix it and just give us a grand? Like, kind of lightheartedly. And Simon was like, no, I'm not fixing the video for you. And he's like, come on, we'll go to New York, we'll do some cool stuff. And Simon was like, piss off. And so we were like, oh, for goodness sakes. And we could see that the next flights that we could afford were at like 9 p.m. to do essentially the south coast of France one or the Balkans one. So Harry was like, let's just go get some content at the farm next door. It'd be kind of sweet.
This would count as a zoo, but we're not in a different country.
Oh.
So, yeah. I mean, well, Hackney's a bit of a different country. I don't know. It's like that's a pigeon. That's not a baby goat.
Hackney's like a
At least
different
the chicken's
country.
not gonna be. Oh, look at the feet on that one. It's got shoes on.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, where are the pigs gone?
And
There's normally
half the
pigs in
animals
there.
just not even being there.
Where
I
are
mean,
all these animals?
I don't know.
Got cool eyes, don't they?
a couple of goats, a couple of sheep, and that was literally it.
They don't know what it's like to have to travel to as many countries as you possibly can in 24 hours. They don't know hard days work.
Oh, look at the donkey. The donkey over there.
Just felt like one of those days where everything was going to go wrong, you know?
I'm really deflated, you know. I think we've had such a shock. What are we doing here?
We actually do. Bro, I thought we'd be driving down the coastline to get to Italy in a Fiat 500 without a roof on.
and we're in fucking
Hackney Farm.
Hackney Farm.
It's such like classic British. There's something so fun about like things just going to shit and having a moan about it. I'm laughing now. I've already watched this through. I was laughing so hard just watching it, being like, boy, this is such an embarrassing, useful thing. But for some reason, I found it so funny.
Half the animals aren't even here.
Look at the size of his bollocks.
And I gotta say as well, so many of the comments and messages, I was expecting everyone to be like, oh, that was so crap. You guys did so crap. But everyone was just like, just being so sweet and just being like, first of all, in absolute hysterics how bad it was. But like seeing the funny side of it, but also just like enjoying the content that's coming up, and obviously me hanging out with Harry and stuff. But yeah, thankfully people enjoyed watching us suffer as much as we enjoyed suffering.
Oh wow, boy. Bit of beef. Oh,
It'd be lamb, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I did not
First
like that
and
one.
only joke in this whole segment. That's it. We ain't got the morale to laugh at anything more.
It's bad news.
Right.
So,
Oh, wait. I thought you were going to talk about coffee. You don't mean the flight?
Yeah, he went off to get
no,
around.
the flight.
And
No, we're
came in.
flying to Genoa, but then when we get there, the hire cars, the cheapest one is 2,700 a day,
You're joking.
and that's for a Fiat 500.
So this was the other problem. Like one of the flights that we did find that we could do, we had to sack off the idea of going Vatican City, but we were like, we could do still Genoa, and that got us in at whatever, like 10 past, 20 past 9, do the exact same. So that's Italy, France, Monaco, Andorra, and finish in Barcelona. Would have been pretty decent. Again, a beautiful drive and stuff. But to pick up a car in Genoa and drop it off in Barcelona costed a stupid amount, because obviously like someone's going to have to go pick it up and bring it back, and they'll charge for the hours and stuff. So the fact that our budget was so low just meant that we realised that we couldn't even do the road trip that we wanted to do.
Oh, not more bad news. I can't believe this.
So we were like, what, we'll get to Genoa and then do what?
We landed
We're
at
at
9:10.
10 past 9. These videos need to be fixed in future.
Yeah, we just realised, like, what airline ever lands on time and gets you off air? Especially, like, the cheap ones that we were going to get on. There was no chance. So we were like, we're not putting all our eggs in one basket, rocking up at Genoa and just gambling on the fact. Because genuinely, if the aeroplane lands too late and the car place shuts, we're in Genoa and it's like, at what, like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night? Then what do we do? It's pitch black.
I've sorted it. £39.17 per day.
That can't be real.
Genoa Airport to Genoa Airport.
What, and we just leave it?
That's such a Harry thing to people be like, it's all right, Sidemen will cover the fee, whatever, of us dropping it in Barcelona.
What do you mean?
You're a good man.
Yeah, I don't.
Would you drive it from Barcelona back to Genoa for us?
I mean, if I get enough day rate, sure.
Do you want to do that, John, or not?
What's the drive? 10 hours? I mean, I guess I could.
No, that's 10 hours going through Andorra. If you just go up the coast, it'll be 6.
To be fair, I actually don't blame him for being relatively keen to do that. I mean, he's a legend for saying yes anyway. But like, just getting paid a full day rate, driving across the south coast of France in a little Fiat 500. Actually, at the time, I was like, this could be a not bad plan.
Okay, could you do an Audi A3 automatic?
Nah.
That's a big enough car.
I don't like the really low down ones.
Oh, I don't like the really high up ones. What do you drive normally? You don't drive. What do you know? Oh, it's so
Why
stupid.
was I even being picky?
It's so stupid.
I don't even care that much. I don't know why.
They 100%. They've gone Brussels. They're getting a quick train to Germany, quick train to France.
Yeah.
We're about to get on a Ryanair middle seat to Genoa, a place I didn't even know existed.
1 minute after the last light from the sun goes down.
Should we just go Nice? Should we just say a Nice? Oh, no, I can't be bothered, man. We're gonna lose anyway. They've already done 2, I reckon.
That was the thing, like because we had that plan so early on, we were just like, as everything was going wrong, we were just like, I bet they're just doing exactly what we planned to do. And we were sitting there overthinking it, being like, oh no, it'll be boring, blah, blah, whatever, and not doing it. And we were just like, we know we're just gonna do that phone call at the end and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, we did this, exactly what you planned, and banged out loads of countries and had a sick experience and saw loads of cool things and had a right laugh. Got nowhere.
We haven't even left Hackney.
Oh my God, this is so bad.
Also, hang on, you're going to be driving at fucking 3 a.m. in the morning. You haven't slept in...
I'm on 5 hours sleep in 2 nights. That's
We're
insane.
going to die. We're going to drive on the wrong side of the road. You're going to forget which side of the road you're on. We're going
I was delirious at this point anyway.
A tank. So people bounce off us.
And for some reason, Harry just didn't want a big car. I was like, if I'm driving like wrong side of the road in a strange country, or like, you know, I was like, I want something where I feel like big and safe. And he wanted a little car, and I was like, oh dear. I think he was especially thinking about the drive through Monaco, which, to be fair, in a massive car, don't want to be scraping a Lambo and bankrupting ourselves for the rest of our lives. Well, me, let's be honest, not Harry.
Should we just say? I don't want to go on this flight. I don't want to go. Because we're not.
This is going to be an awful time. We could have done this so well.
Oh.
If we had been in Barcelona at 1 o'clock.
Oh, we've been flying on the beach.
Yeah,
like...
beach, swimming in the sea.
It just reminded us of that quote from Dan Sullivan, the like, in hell you meet the person you could have become. And it's like the idea that the worst thing possible is like seeing what could have been and knowing that you didn't amount to it. And that is just exactly what we felt here.
Arthur said he's never driven on the wrong side of the road before. And we were about to drive for at night in the mountains.
On no sleep. I'm flashing in and out of being conscious as well.
I was with the car. I should have stopped winding him up.
All right, we're going to head to Stansted now. We have £100
so
left. The flights were $250 a pop. And what's his face? Jack and Harry gave us 100 quid.
Yeah.
So we'll get an Uber.
No, isn't that way slower than a train?
What train are we getting to Stansted?
Stansted Express.
From where? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't ridden that mode of transport before.
Oh, it's like a roller coaster.
I love that we randomly just did fun stuff like this. We randomly just cycled past this, and Harry was like, should we just go in? Although we spent ages doing this, and as we were leaving, we saw a sign being like, no electric bikes, and we were like, oh, brilliant. Apologies, guys. Also, these ramps felt about 10 times as big in real life.
Leaves in 10 minutes.
Bang, bang. For once, we've actually timed something well.
Yeah.
We're doing all right.
We're in good time.
We're on the train. We're off to Stansted. Our journey begins. Finally, we're leaving London.
That is a horrible thing to hear when I feel the way I feel right now. Both mentally and physically. Our journey begins. I'm ready to call it a day, pal.
I might have to drive the whole way, you know. You actually might, like, unless you have to sleep the first, like, 3 hours of the drive. But, you know, because we're going to be stopping off all the time. We're cooked.
We had finally had a plan. We were like, it's all there. You know, we've got the car booked. We're on the train. Our flight is sorted. And Harry just found something else to worry about.
So yeah, we're at Stansted. We made it. Arthur had a little snooze on a train. Bit of beauty sleep.
The shadow of a man I once was.
But that was a great man. So the shadow will do.
He's such a sweet boy. You could really tell how sleepy I was. I mean, I'm pretty tired now. I mean, I don't know why I'm filming this now. I've just done the 3 Peaks challenge with Harry and Chris and a few of the boys. But here, as the video goes on, I'm like looking rougher and rougher, and you can really tell the lack of sleep and the occasional delirious nap were really getting to me.
We're having lasagna at the airport. Lucky us.
We're really slumming it this holiday. It's been a real struggle thus far.
I can't believe you haven't even left the country yet. Yeah. But this is so bad.
The sun is going down and we're still here.
Yeah. But here's what we forgot. Imagine our flight's delayed for like an hour. Like we missed the car.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So if we're any delay at all, we're finished.
I don't know whether Harry was doing this for content or whether he was genuinely thinking it, but like the whole plan was there. We were set. We were ready to just get on the flight and all this kind of stuff. And then he just raises this doubt, which to be fair, we thought about earlier, of if there's any delay. Again, we're just stuck in Genoa with like no idea of how to get to any other country. And that, just visiting one country, would have seriously been an all-time stinker. But unfortunately, the problems didn't stop there.
Arthur has apparently put the wrong name on his booking.
Yeah, I supplied my driver's license, which says my first name and my middle name, and my surname on a different line. And so my flight has been booked under my first name and middle name.
But your middle name's on your passport, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll probably be all right then. I think they'll just be like, go through.
I
think you'll be fine. If you're not, and if we actually just get turned away, it's just destined to fail. This video, like we're trying it. We are
ring
trying.
Simon and be like, "Call this one off, pal."
Yeah. So obviously, because we didn't get sent the money as it was going, it was just sort of like accumulating in our like video pot. Rather than us being sent money and then booking the flights and that kind of stuff, we would just send across to Simon like, hey, we'd like to spend this much on this amount, and they'd sort of just book it for us. And yeah, being from Jersey, I have a slightly different driver's license, and it has sort of like first name, middle name, and then surname. And they booked my flight for my first name and middle name. So all of a sudden, our plan that already had a few doubts had a massive one of being like, I might not even be able to get on the flight to arrive there in the first place.
Well, we have to just drive to Scotland. Or drive to.
I would unironically really enjoy that.
We'll get a Fiat 500 here.
Yeah.
Get some Italian flags.
Yeah.
Get some fucking spaghetti and we'll drive up to Glasgow. Also, I wouldn't be lying if half of me hopes your thing doesn't work.
Really?
Yeah. Harry's so ready to call it.
Double check his thing, man. Double check it.
Oh, God.
He's lied.
He's not who he says he is.
It had been a long day, but you could really tell that that wasn't entirely a joke. That Harry was genuinely like, if I didn't get on the flight and everything failed and we just had to go back home and get a good night's sleep, I don't think he would have minded too much.
We're saying, hey, the situation we're in. Arthur's got the wrong name, put the wrong name on his passport.
No.
I'm saying that. I'm saying I'm going to say our flight's been delayed.
Nah, okay. It can't be my fault. It can not be hers, but it can be something else.
All right, okay.
Our flight's delayed, it's fine.
All right. Oh.
That was me basically being like, because I wasn't the actual one that like typed my name in, like I didn't physically book it. I didn't want him to ring up Simon and be like, Arthur's essentially like been the root cause of this whole thing because he wrongly booked his flight. I feel kind of bad, like, but I didn't want him to just be like, I'm never getting Arthur on another video again. He can't even book a flight right. He's ruined this entire thing. So I was like, please just give it any other excuse.
Hello. So,
We're still in the UK, by the way.
yeah, okay. The plane's coming. Right. Here's the issue. Flight's delayed. So we don't think we'll even make it to Andorra. Arthur's got the wrong name on his booking, so we're not even sure about that. So we're in a situation where we can go there, but we're only gonna get 4 countries. Would you rather us just hire a camper van and go to Scotland, Northern Ireland, or an island, or do you want us to try and get through here? We're gonna have to argue his case a bit. But which would you prefer?
So this was when he was talking about the drive thing before. We actually did say like it would be quite cute to just go on like basically like a camping caravan trip. So we were up here, London Stansted. So we were like, if we got a caravan and drove from England into Wales and then up to Scotland, that's 2. And then there was like a ferry that would take you across to Northern Ireland at like 4 a.m. that we could have made with like 2 hours to spare and then driven into Ireland. That's technically 4 other countries. And we were like, if we're stopping for food, have a little bit of a campfire, like we're driving through the mountains and stuff, like it actually could be really cool. Like there'd be a sweet storyline, there'd be somewhat of a recovery, and it would just be, yeah, it'd be a nice little journey to come along on.
That is completely up to you two.
Oh, we don't know, because we're scuppered, because we're like, we're probably not going to make it, but we don't like, we checked in and everything. But I don't think they're gonna let him through passport. We can try.
I sadly can't really help you boys.
We needed this. We can't decide because we're like half of us are like we should do it and we should try, and half of us like fuck we could just do it here.
Whichever you think you're gonna get the most countries in.
We're getting the same. That's the issue. We're gonna get the same amount of countries.
Well, then it's up to you.
That is quite me and Harry as well. Just quite keep it local.
All right, we're gonna do it, man. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
All right, enjoy.
Thank you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, this was Harry just being like, I'd so much rather just stay in Britain, have a little sleep in the back of the camper van whilst I'm driving. Like, comfort-wise, it just seemed like a much, much better choice, and you could really tell that Harry was gunning for it. And given I was on lack of sleep as well, I'm not even going to try and claim that I was disagreeing.
Yeah. Oh, mate, now I'm here about the flight. We've realised that, like, we're only doing 1 less country than if we just drove to Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales.
Yeah.
Which is a lovely outing in a camper van and the right side of the road as well.
Probably beds in the camper van that we can sleep in.
Yeah.
Maybe pitch up a tent, have a little fire, roast some marshmallows, get a good night's sleep. Just be here in the morning.
It was all very appealing.
I'm tempted. I all of a sudden get so much less if I don't get.
So we did decide to queue anyway, because I was like, I'd like to know. At this point, as well, another bit that happened just before camera, because we were like, that was Harry before going like, oh, sack it, let's do the caravan. I was like, you know what, let's let fate decide. Like, let's just go in the queue, and either they let us, and we were supposed to go to Italy, or they say, sorry, this isn't the name on your passport, go. And then I was like, oh, at least we can say we tried, and then we'll go do the camper van.
Both would be. Oh no, I don't want
No, we got to try. We got to
You
try.
will try, yeah.
We gotta try. Thought John's begging for it. John is on his knees.
Hang on.
Huh?
Is it already delayed?
5 minutes. No, it's not.
You want to do the camper van, don't you? You want to do the camper? I want to do the camper van too.
You can do what you want, mate. You're a side.
What do you want to do, Arthur? What do you want to do? Do you want to suck?
I can't lie, I would much rather be the camper van, but this is better content. No.
He was egging me
Let's
on.
try. Let's let fate decide this one for us.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Right, imagine if there are no campers.
There'll be campers.
And so that was it. We actually did go up to the desk, but she was like, don't record and stuff, so we were like, oh, fine. But yeah, she was very like uncertain, the lady at the like letting us through onto the plane, and we were like, you know what, it's not worth having this super long conversation. We were already getting the vibe that they really didn't like us, and we just didn't want to risk it, so we were like, okay, yeah, let's just go do the camper van.
Can you not? Is there not apps where you can get like instant insurance for stuff?
We don't go to Genoa, do we?
If you do, it's right now.
It's too late. I think we'll be able to get one.
And so by this point, I had been scrolling the local apps for like camper vans and stuff, and there was just nothing. Like, there are normal apps for like renting cars and stuff, but like getting a camper van and getting insured on it, like late on in the day, in the middle of the week, can't even remember what time it was. It was like 8 p.m. ish. Everywhere was shut. We were like, hold on. We thought the camper van would be an easy one. We're like, oh, we'll get one and we'll drive, blah, blah, blah. But we all of a sudden realised that like we weren't even guaranteed to get a camper van. So this plan that we thought was like an easy backup, a bit of an L, even this wasn't certain. And we had the like Simon's agency looking for us, like trying to find a camper van, and it was just so hard. They just couldn't find anything.
No, we'll get there. Even if it's not a camper van, like we'll get there.
Oh, we were actually going to do Monaco at night, be at the top of the Pyrenees for sunrise.
Do you want to go back?
Yes, a little bit.
And this is where I started doubting it, because I was like, we probably could have kept putting up a fight at the gate and probably could have got let on. But at the time, I was just too much had gone on. I was like, okay, I very much get the vibe you don't want us on. I'm not going to bother fighting it. I'll accept it. And then here, when I was like, God, we might not even get a caravan. Even if we do, and it's like really late, we might not be able to get the ferry across to Ireland. I was like, what are we doing? Like, we spent the whole day like, oh, let's do something sick. And we've ended up kind of bottling it and just picked a drive that's just going to be on grey roads all day anyway, which is the thing we wrote off in the beginning, but with twice as many countries. So I was like, hold on, we could have just been doing Monaco at night, driving up in Andorra in the mountains. As well, we calculated it, we would have been in Andorra for sunrise, which would have been insane. And I was like, what have we just done? Let's go back. But I think it's too late.
They're going to shut the plane up any second. You gotta go now.
I think it's too late.
Nah,
mate.
it's too late.
It's too late. I can't
Yeah, we had
believe we
walked
just
a long
failed
way.
on the flight.
And we were like right at the back of the queue.
But I think I honestly think it's the right thing to do.
Nah.
We gotta get a camper van now. If we don't get a camper van, this is the worst performance of all time.
If we were on that flight, we could have just been like, that's everything done now. All we have to do is...
We're giving ourselves more stress now.
Yeah, we've actually got more work to do.
Yeah, we thought not going to Genoa was like this, is there going to be a car? Like, this is going to be a long drive and stuff like that. And then we got off and we were like, hold on, we've got even more stress because we don't even know if we can get a camper van. And we've also got a long drive. So we were like, we actually had a decent plan set out for us and we could have just sat on the flight and been chill. And now, all of a sudden, we've got more problems.
The train back to London, 45 minutes.
Do they have them in London, like camper van?
Yeah, loads. That thing's filled with them.
Oh, let's get the train. Let's get the train. Where's the train?
Should we just go home?
Do we even have money for the train?
Can we? Oh my God, it's another 50 quid gone. So if you spent our £100 bonus just coming here and going back.
Oh, the in-sync bow. I couldn't believe it at this point. There were camper vans that looked like you could rent from this, like, almost like user to user. So I didn't really know how the insurance worked. But I was like, there's way more chance that we're going to get one of the caravans if we go to London. So we were like, let's just at least go back. So we headed down for the train and...
When we were about aboard, it seemed like a great idea to not get the flight.
Yeah.
And now we haven't got the flight.
Yeah.
I wish we got the flight.
Yeah, me too.
Where we got no flight. Well, oh yeah, we're getting camper. Where are we getting a camper
Where
van
are we
from?
getting the camper van from?
We need to go back to London. Where's London?
And we haven't got that long to drive all this way.
There was a lot of stuff in this that I feel up until now, like, we definitely, I don't really regret being like, let's do something cool. Let's not just like get a bit of an Amsterdam and zigzag and just sit on trains or whatever. But that was a serious moment of indecision where, like, the second we went off, I was like, why did we not? I think me and Harry are both not particularly confrontational. So when the lady was like, stop filming, like, that's not your name on the thing, we were just like, no, you know what, don't worry about it, like, we get the vibe. And then there I was like, what have we just done? Like, that was so worth fighting for. And we fell to our knees. I'm so glad Harry's like me though, that like we care, but like in a like not caring kind of way. Like we want to win, we want to do well, we want to put on a good show, we want to make it a good entertaining video, like we want it to go well. So it going not well like does hurt, but in a way that like we know it's not that deep. So we're like, oh, this is like, so we can just laugh about it and just like laugh at how much of a miserable failure it was all shaping up to be without getting like, because it would have really bummed me out if he was like actually upset, or like if I was with someone who naturally got moody or something like that. But it was a nice mix of like trying to do it well and also just having a laugh at how pathetic it was.
Oh, there is 15 minutes.
We just missed the train.
And we got to miss the train.
We just missed the train back to London.
You know what? I think we get a flight from somewhere in Stansted.
To where?
I don't care, somewhere cool.
This, I think, was the major turning point. So up until now, everything had just gone so bad. There was so much indecision. We couldn't get any flights. Like, everything was bad. And at this point, I think we were like, you know what? Let's go upstairs and just go. Let's just go. And I think missing that train was like the best thing that could have happened to us. I genuinely think if we were on that train, we'd have got a crap camper van, maybe even not got a camper van and end up in just like a van of sorts and just driven at night. And it would have just been like, what have we even done? Now, I feel like our mentality shifted for the better.
Monaco, and just do Monaco to...
There is no flight. There is no flight. There is no flight. Should we get a flight? Should we get a flight for like, where to? Where to?
But I think we go upstairs and just look at the board and just pick somewhere.
Yeah.
We can't... This motorhome thing has turned out to be tragic.
Are we going back to Stansted? Are we going back to... We're not going back. We got 15 minutes. Let's... Oh, mate.
Yeah, the next train was in 15 minutes, so we had nothing to lose by checking anyway.
Name change. If that had never happened, we'd be on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, we'd have just bruised up with the fact that everything added together. It was a name change. Right, let's get a flight. Let's get a flight somewhere. Let's get a flight. Let's get a flight. Let's get a flight.
This is one of the worst days of my life.
This is horror. It's just I've been stressed for the last 6 hours.
Yeah, me too.
I've been non-stop stressed, and we've done not. We haven't
My
left the
anxiety is
country.
through my...
We haven't left the country. Well, we haven't got
We've gone 45-minute train away from when we started almost 12 hours ago.
Oh, mate, no, we're finished. We're actually finished. Can we fly to Glasgow?
And then what?
I don't know.
You're thinking camper van?
Thinking camper van, mate. Well, we've done no challenges.
Bro, I honestly wish I could hit a big fat reset button.
Yeah.
Even just take us back half an hour to bottling the stuff. It was all there.
You know what we got to do? We got to just take any flight. We just got to get it now. We just got to get the flight and then we'll figure it out when we're there. We just got to end up in a different country and we've got to get out of the country.
Yeah.
We've got to get out of the country. If we could dilly-dally on 2 hours, we've got to get out of the country, man. We've got to go. This is the worst performance in a Sidemen Sunday ever.
Do you think this is
the all-time worst showing ever?
Yeah, at this point he was being dead serious because it was so late, and this was where I really started to sink in that I was like, we have to do something. We have to rescue this.
This is so bad.
Oh, God.
I'm just trying to see what's got available.
That's such an embarrassing graphic.
It's Croatia.
Yeah.
And it's even better.
1 hour, right?
Let's get that one, please. Let's do that.
3 to Dubrovnik.
Yeah.
That's right on the south border as well.
It was so funny hearing this because I was like, this was our first plan. Like we had sat there for lunch not even lunch, at that outdoor cafe 9-10 hours before, talking about getting on that flight to Split, which is there, and Dubrovnik is there. So they're so close. If anything, Dubrovnik's even better because it's right on the border of Bosnia and Herzegovina. And then you've got all the other countries here to just rattle through as quickly as possible.
Right, we have now booked a ticket to Dubrovnik, which leaves in about 50 minutes. Well, we don't have a car there yet. We're trying to sort one. We're probably going to arrive there at like midnight.
Yeah.
So, but then we can do like, there is like a little loop of like, I don't know.
It's right on the like southeastern border.
so we can at least do a few.
This place feels familiar.
What are we doing, man?
We had literally just been right there to check in for the other flight.
Arthur,
To almost get on board.
No.
We're gonna find out when we land, but it is not looking good for hire cars.
You're joking.
I'm not joking. They're all stopped. The one that was open, they're all closing. The one that was open has got no cars left. But you know what? We'll cross that bridge when we land. Just don't think about it for the
I think
flight.
I think we sack it off and get a camper van.
It's like a troll plane. Look at the B, man. Look at the head of that B, man.
We are literally on the B-movie plane.
If I'm gonna go down on any plane, I hope it is one, man. Mate.
Just literally just nothing quite. Even just the joke of being on a plane with a B on it. And Harry as well. I've told this on the Fellows podcast, but every time I go to get on a flight somewhere, especially if I'm with Chip or any of the boys, Harry will message me about the recent aviation disasters within that company, the chances that the plane will come down, any controversies around the build issues, all this kind of stuff. And being with someone like that on a plane with a B on it, I was like, it would not surprise me if the thing went down and we crashed and that was the final insult.
In a day where everything's gone wrong, we've swindled ourselves exit row seats with no one next to us.
Yeah, we had banger seats, to be fair.
I'll take it.
I had a dude next to me, but what can you do?
We've made it to Croatia.
Yes!
We've got the car keys.
Yes!
We're outside the airport.
Oh,
We've got one challenge to do.
we do to complete in the country, so Croatia counts.
So that we can tick it off.
Yes, but the car, €200 this thing, which is out of our budget, but before we took off on our flight, we had to guess what Simon ordered from sides, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we did.
We said-
how do we do?
Well, we said chicken burger.
Yeah.
We said waffle fries.
Yeah.
We said Nashville and Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
And we got two of them right!
Yeah!
Which is 200
Let's
quid!
go, hot top.
Yes!
Christ!
Come on!
That's a Balkan high five.
Yeah, so at this point, this was when the mood seriously started changing, because we were we had made it, we had the flight, we had the driving plan, and we got the car. I could just so see the car not working out, especially when he was there aren't any left. I was like, how do you even fix that? But we ended up getting a car, we could afford it. And yeah, we had to do, in every country you visited, you had to do one of the challenges on the sort of bingo sheet. And one of them was just chucking something in a bin from 10 metres away. And again, we had a perfect bin for it.
Going for the Under Armour dreams. Come on.
Yes!
Yes! Oh, there's zeros. There's a lot of zeros.
There we go.
£100. It's not bad.
Yeah.
There's worse ones on there.
Okay.
To be fair, now we had bought the car, there actually wasn't anything for us to really spend the money on. We had the flights, we had the car. I think petrol was our only worry. But we were if we get a full tank, surely we'll be fine. So at this point, the money didn't mean anything to us.
Simon would do that, would he?
That's fine. That's fine. Bro, how do I put this in drive? I'm pulling the trigger. Oh, wait. I think you need to depress the brakes, right? That's not the brake.
Oh, mate, we're fucked.
Driving on the right, right?
Yeah. Well, no. I don't know.
And we're off.
We're off. Would I be am I slightly terrified? Yes. Am I very terrified? Probably even more so.
And we can get some food. Come on.
Yeah, when I pulled off, Harry started getting in his head about the driving. I mean, the roads were amazing around, straight out the airport. It was great. But the car, I don't drive automatics, and just not really knowing how to put it in drive or accelerate and stuff early on, just started it. And by the end, he was... Well, as you'll come to see, he was absolutely petrified.
Right. But a candle on a cake. I think there's a good chance we could get cakes and candles in there.
Yeah. It says make a sandwich with 2 fillings. We could buy some bread.
Yeah, okay.
Make a sandwich here. Right. We are locked and loaded. We've got a football, because one of the challenges score a football goal. We've got a remote control car, batteries and a screwdriver. So I think as soon as we get into Bosnia, I'll just drive the remote control car on the floor.
Yeah.
Bob's your uncle.
Nice.
Let's
Whilst
go.
we're driving, you can assemble it.
Yeah, easy. Okay, cool. Right, I'm going to build this RC car. Let's get it. Come on.
Bro, this is what I'm talking about. Can we get some shots of these roads? This is what I thought it was going to be so much of it. This is why I wanted a nice big 4x4 like this. I feel like I'm having weird visions as well, just because I haven't slept in so long.
At this point, I was really starting to wind Harry up.
I'm scared, John. I'm scared.
Oh, yeah, okay, right. Well, I'm not relying on Harry for the turns anymore, am I?
No, but there's a fucking massive sat nav as well. You
Yeah.
can look at the
No, I will, but-
size of the screen.
But remember,
it's very blatant where we're going. Very blatant.
Up until then, Harry was basically going like, oh, there's a left in 100 metres, 50 metres, turn left now. And when he decided to build the RC car, because we've been driving for a good hour or two at this point, Harry was like, I'm going to build the RC car, so I'm not going to speak sat nav. And so I just out loud was like, okay, I'm looking at the sat nav, am I? And he he spooked him.
I can tell you if you want, but like, it's very obvious.
Yeah, I ain't blaming you, boy. I was switched off from it before, and now all I'm saying is
That's such an ItalianBach thing to say.
Yeah, you're in the ditch on the right here, man. No. You were in the bush.
Yeah.
You were in the bush.
No,
I
you'd
saw
hear
leaves hit my face, man. You were in the bush. You're in the bush.
No, I'm not.
One thing I will say is though, because they drive on the other side of the road and the like steering wheel's the other side of the road, you don't have your natural. I feel like after you've been driving for a few years, you almost feel the like ghost phantom like side of the car next to you. So you can almost tell without even like looking over, like when your car will start to like tickle the grass coming out of the walls and the flowers and leaves and stuff. When you're on the other side, you don't really have the sensation that your car's extended. And this was a big car, like a seriously big car. So I probably will give it to him that my spatial awareness probably wasn't the best. And they were thin roads, so even if I was like just driving in my part of the lane, like, you know, right on the centre, the end was very close to the wall.
I'm in the bush.
Right.
You're in the bush. It's beeping out. You're in the bush.
John,
you're going to go in the
much.
ditch.
Shut up.
No.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Oh my God.
That's a full carcass.
That is...
Should we go check it out?
I don't know, mate.
Is this one of them situations where something's in the road and then you get out to investigate?
I think we drive past this thing, fella.
Good from
I
good
think
from
we
them,
keep
to be fair.
driving.
That
We
was-
have to drive over
No,
it.
you're
Go a little bit to the right. You're used to that.
So that bit, basically, we're coming up this road and it's basically like a one-way road, right? So like there's no overtaking or anything like that. There's no white lines in the middle. It's just one of these like narrow country roads. And in the middle is this like big black charred looking carcass. Like it honestly looked like it had been burnt or something, or maybe it just dried loads in the sun. But it was like this giant, we thought it was probably a sheep or a goat size, because it was sort of like its spine and rib cage bones were like sticking out, but all the like diseased flesh was like still along the bottom and on the side, and it genuinely was taking up like the left half of the road. So I was like, I can't drive around this. We either go a completely different way, which was tough as it was. Like, we had been driving on this one road for a very long time, and whether there was even another way up to Bosnia, who knows? Or we kind of get out and like push it off with a stick. Like, driving over it didn't really even occur to me to begin with, to be fair, because I don't know, it just felt like I was sort of desecrating its carcass. But yeah, the boys were right. They were worried a little bit that, you know, that's a sort of like tourist trap, and you get out and, you know, there's someone waiting for you. So probably best that we did run over it, but that started the journey on a creepy, and that should have been the first sign that this road hadn't been driven on in a very long time.
This is the only bad part about going like to fucking Bosnia and stuff. Like we could have been going like on a nice Welsh drive right now. We could be going up the M4.
Yeah. Boring though.
Is it?
This is what people want to see, knowing that we could turn the corner at any moment and be met with an animal we're not expecting, or a group of humans who wish us harm. I actually did some research though, and everyone was like, the people in this region are like so nice and friendly.
Yeah.
There's a mild terrorism threat, but other than that, like the people themselves are like really nice.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that was a TripAdvisor classic. They were the two main things. Like, everyone was like, all the locals are lovely, but there was, and I think there was an official government warning about risk of terrorism. So, but yeah, I think that's what we were talking about in the beginning, like driving on the Welsh roads. Like, actually, that's not true. Sidemen fans are so international, but most of the British people at least will be like, this is kind of boring. Like, you're just driving through Wales. This, like, I feel like a lot of people are like not going to have any idea what we're going to come up against, what the scenery is going to be like, what the people will be like, what the animals are going to be like. So I just thought this would be so much more interesting.
Why are there so many cars here? Fucking hell. Did you see that bird?
Yeah, it's just a fucking bird. Drive the car. Drive the car, Arthur. What's going on?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What am I doing wrong? A bird came out.
You're just being slow.
Oh, you're so scatty. You're slow. You're
scatty is
slow,
crazy.
You're scatty. You're hitting the wall. Like, you don't know where you're going.
Do you want me to-
like you can't read a sat nav. Like,
Do you want me to go faster?
That's
I
not
don't know,
true.
man. I don't know. Ooh.
Genuinely, we were driving along and all of a sudden this bird just whips right in front of us, and obviously with the dash, what they call the front lights on, like it lit up and it just jump scared me, which is so valid. And oh god, it just, everything was just adding up for Harry, I think, at this point.
Holy shit. It says we go right here. The road doesn't exist.
Has there been a landslide? Do you think if we move the boulders?
Bro, this
the
road doesn't
boulders.
exist anymore.
How long have we been driving?
Oh.
We had genuinely been driving on this soul country road since the Carcass, which must have been like an hour and a half, maybe. We had basically just followed that one very, very lonely road with pretty much no turnings off it this entire way. And we just met with a complete dead end. And we started realizing like the Carcass was there because like, what's anyone coming up all this way for? Like, there's nowhere to go. So we were like, have we just lost an hour and we're gonna have to lose another hour going all the way back and finding a different route? We honestly just couldn't even believe it.
How long have we been driving?
Off. Right, wheel this thing around. I don't know you stopped it for long. Whip this motherfucker around.
Who's that?
Stop it.
Who's that?
Oh, we're fucked. We're finished. What is this?
And there was no way through. Like, it was just a straight road and just this at the end, like trees either side and gigantic boulders. Like, goodness knows what happened. Because like you said, on the maps, this was a road that curved around to the right, and it was just a complete dead end and had not even recently been turned into one. The amount of growth and stuff. I mean, why it was like that on maps, I guess it doesn't get updated enough, but nightmare.
So yeah, we're here, which is, it claims there's a road here, but there's not.
Yeah.
We have to just go back all the way down here.
Oh, we're in it! Bro, we're past the state line!
Yeah!
Literally, look how close that is!
We're in Bosnia! Well, yeah.
Hey, look, Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Yeah.
That black line is the border line. Oh my goodness.
We're just in it.
We are just by literally a road's width.
That was crazy. I'm so glad they got that angle of it, because I wasn't screen recording, because like we couldn't go any further. So if the borderline was like 20 meters further forward, and that was when the landslide or road shut off or whatever it was that caused this had happened, we would have been screwed. But thanks to this, we'd gone up to Bosnia, and now we could just go east of Montenegro, and it was completely fine. And obviously being in a new country, we had to do another challenge. Which was what? Drive an RC car, I think.
Yes.
To basically
Hey.
tick it
Wow.
off.
Go on, give us some good money here.
Drive something remote controlled. There you go.
150. That's all right.
Thank you.
Again,
Bye-bye.
so irrelevant, but cheery.
We made it.
That's
We made it.
The third country.
Yes. Come on.
Let's go.
What an effort, mate. What an effort.
We did nothing for 16 hours, and then in the last 2 hours, we've hit 3 new countries.
Yeah, we've actually been killing it, to be fair.
So yeah, by this point we had done Dubrovnik, gone up into Bosnia, and then crossed the border into Montenegro. Not too bad. Now though, we had a big slog because that was a quick borderline crossing. This one was okay, but then this was quite a long drive. And in fact, we were doing it down the coast, weren't we? So we essentially wanted to go. We must have been about either here or here, and then going all the way across here. So yeah, we had a bit of a slog ahead of us here.
Nice.
So we'll take this with us.
Yeah. We've made it to... Oh, it is the sea as well. Fucking cool.
So this is Topla Bay.
Yeah, so we were here. We had literally just crossed into Montenegro, and we were down here. So this was the top of the bay we were looking out onto, and this is the Adriatic Sea. Yeah, that's the bay, and then through there in the darkness was the Adriatic Sea. It was very cool to see. Shame cameras just don't pick up the same view your eyes do.
Yeah, should we like the cake?
Yes. Have you got them with you?
I thought you had that.
I'll get them.
Oh, this is quite sweet, actually.
This was so sweet. This is so wholesome.
It is quite sweet.
Well, we're just celebrating, aren't we? This is our third country.
Yeah.
3 candles.
Wow. And they're going out. Blow out a candle on a
Just
cake.
about blew them out.
We get the mighty total of £100.
Oh,
That's all right.
This bit was so sweet because like we really pulled up and we took a good moment to just sort of like take in the view of the sea and enjoy the cakes, Jaffa cakes. That's going to be some debate, isn't it? Some biscuit versus cake. But I think just at that point we started really appreciating, like we had spent so long trying to come up with a plan, and then we had finally just felt like we were in motion and just had everything under control. We knew we weren't going to get a crazy amount, but I mean, even here, look, like 4:33, we really weren't far behind. Given how slow we were to begin with, I think we really had turned it around at this point, and yeah, we were just very much appreciating where we were at the time.
Okie dokie. And we're off.
Back in the car, ready to keep
bro,
going
Albania's
with the
only
slug.
like an hour and a half away, and then it's a long drive in Albania.
Oh, fucking hell, you've put us on a ferry route, mate.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we have to get on a ferry. Hello, when's the next ferry?
So this, we actually, again, we sort of looked for ages, but it seemed like it was pretty much the only way. See here, this is Montenegro, and we had come in, we had gone down the bay here. I think we had either got that road or this one, and we had gone along here, obviously chilled at the bay here, and then this was the ferry, and we basically had the choice between getting the ferry across here, which is really short and really quick, and we didn't actually know when it ran, so we were just hoping, or driving all the way around here, which would have slowed us down a fair amount, not a crazy amount, but it was kind of long. But the ferry ended up actually being fine.
Okay, by car, please. 5 minutes.
We just drive it on.
And it was in 5 minutes, and it was so cheap, it was like a couple of euros.
We just sit in the car, right?
Yeah.
And that's it. Form of transport, 5 out of 5.
We're on a moving.
And it helped with that as well.
We've
Again,
done 5 modes of transport. We've done a car.
Not like we needed the money,
A plane,
but-
a train. Have we done a train?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've done a boat, and we've done
Line
bike.
Cycling.
Okay.
Right.
and that was the good thing about getting the Stansted Express rather than the Uber.
£50 million.
Give
Come
us
on.
another mode of transport.
£100 again.
Yeah, come on.
Pretty cool. That is a great little site.
That is a really cool little town.
Thing just
I'll get a picture of that, you know.
nestled into the mountain. Everything.
Yeah, I wish it would show it, but up there, it's because of the blur. There was this was pitch black and really, really high up. And in here was just this chapel just lit up a golden orange, and it looked so cool. It was just such a great
Yeah,
view
from the pits of
over the lake.
Bethlehem we were in. We were in dire straits, you know.
We really were.
We were cooked.
If we were just sat in the RV in Wales right now, we'd be like, this is so dead.
Yeah. It's actually, I think this is cooler than South of France.
Yeah, it is.
I quite like this.
Yeah.
I quite like this.
This is something real different.
We're not gonna win.
Nah.
We're not gonna win, but I think we knew that at like 8 p.m. when we hadn't left the country.
I don't remember how to do this.
This was mental. So here, I was looking at their car. This is basically all I could see. So I looked around to my right, and I couldn't see any other cars. He's pretty much one of the last people to go, so he's going there, and I'm pulling out, and actually underneath the dashboard here is like another car size, like a foot off the floor of like steel metal, just like a really long trailer. And genuinely, I just could not see it. And there was no way I think I could have seen it. Like, it's not like I could have like peered forwards or looked around or looked in my mirrors. Like, you don't look at a car and be like, oh, what are the chances that he's dangling something like 6-7 feet behind him?
Oh my god, I did not see the trailer at all.
And obviously Harry being sat there could like see it right there. We must have been close.
It was beneath my field of vision. It was completely under the dashboard. I was fully
He's
ramming that if you
proper
weren't saying that, you
panicking.
know? Good job, man. We make a good team.
How are you so nonchalant about your shy driving, man?
No, what could
How-
what could I have possibly done
What are you
there?
talking about? Of course you're gonna. There's a car there.
There was literally no way I could have possibly seen, like, at that late at night as well. There was no way I was thinking that thing was carrying anything. I tried to give it a nice spin, like, yeah, come on, man. Like, you did well spotting it. Thanks for working with me. If Harry wasn't there, though, or was on his phone paying attention, genuinely, I'm just ramming that thing from the side.
Damn.
I look like someone's fucking nan.
This.
Hold on, cool, man. Pretty cool. This is a way cooler coast than the fucking French Riviera.
Genuinely
This
stunning.
is sick.
Mate, that is fucking
That,
sick.
oh my goodness,
Wow.
like,
That is so cool.
That's
it made
really
the,
cool.
the dark
100%
drive
I'm
so
coming back
worth
here.
it.
They all speak good English. Like, the place is beautiful. Probably cheap as chips as well.
We love this
Get
place.
your
Harry was
hands off
talking
my
about it, like,
penis.
even loads off camera, how much he just can't wait to go back.
Look at that. This got me up with one of the
Stunning.
most stunning drives I've ever done, you know.
Yeah. And that's what we wanted from the
Been on some
start as
nice
well.
ones, but this is fucking nuts. Like at this time of morning as well.
25, how you feeling, boys?
I'm feeling all right, you know.
Here, you know,
It's
so
delirious.
I naturally have very dry eyes, which is why my eyes are often quite red. They're a little bit red now. I always get comments being like, why are you smoking weed before you're shooting these videos? And I'm like, I swear I'm not that cool, sadly. I just have dry eyes. Makes me seem like such a dweeb. But yeah, we'd crossed the ferry, we'd come down here, and I think this was the view you were just seeing. Like these sort of little islands, and then is that it? No, but anyway, we had driven for a long time across this south border of Montenegro, and it was genuinely stunning. But it was so long, a good few hours, and I had not slept in so long. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to fall asleep. And you can tell I've just woken up from a long one.
But we're cooking. How you doing, TV?
Very tired now.
Yeah, and it was quite hot, so we had the dry aircon on as well. My eyes were just
You've been on the go for like 48 hours at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do with another coffee, but we got an hour 40 left. We're about to enter the Albanian territory. Are they selling fucking cow skins? Oh, that's so cool. Oh, fuck. We should have got a present for Simon from there.
You can turn around.
That was a great spot from Harry. This is such a cool place.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow. Sweet. Oh, I think we either get him a fucking banjo. Yeah, I think the cow skin's better. What do you reckon? I can't get the banjo back from me. Should we get both? Let's get both, man. €100 for both of them. Fuck it, treat 'em. For both? 100. For that and that.
This guy was genuinely like one of the coolest guys ever as well. He's appeared on YouTube loads in Albania and Montenegro. I couldn't exactly read why. I couldn't read the title. But yeah, seemed to have loads of really cool stories.
117.
But quite a famous guy, apparently.
170. This, come on.
Oh, wow.
Come on.
Okay. I don't think we'll get... I don't know about the banjo.
Yeah, and you think
we'll
it
get
was
this
roadside
one.
that
We'll get
it'd
this
be
one.
cheap,
This
but-
and the skin.
There's a lot.
Oh, this and skin.
This and the skin. Well, you can take that for both of it. Take it. It's all good.
Oh.
So I'll offer you take it.
What's this one?
It's free. It's free.
Number one vodka.
you.
Oh.
Smell
smell
amazing,
this.
by the way. Like, phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
The whole car smelled sensational for a good while after. Can someone tell me what that is, please? Because I never figured it out.
Give that a little dust off before we go back. It'll be fine. Right. We were going to wait till we got to Albania, but we're close to the border now, and we've just found an empty football pitch, so we're going to score a goal.
What are we doing? 1 pen?
Right, but you got to score past me. Fucking hell, he's lining up for this one.
The little squeak.
Oh!
That's a Harry classic, isn't it?
That was a very good pen.
Did it go in? Top in?
It did.
Score a goal, score a penalty, an actual goal. Let's go for it. $3 million. £100 again.
Cheers,
Copy
Simon.
and pasted half this.
We're going to have a lot of money spare, you know, because we have no expenditures.
What even is
We
this?
don't get to keep that
This
money,
is a
by the way.
sheepskin, I'm pretty
Sat
sure.
there.
Yeah?
A legitimate sheepskin. All right, we've got a sheepskin and a banjo for Mr. Mini Minter. What are we getting in return?
It's going to be
£100.
£100.
I've had enough, man. I've had enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Could you get the maps going again?
Sorry, I just thought you were so good at driving, you'd just...
Bro, come on.
Yeah.
No way you're going.
Come on.
He had been complaining about my driving for so long.
Is this... No, it's too late. We are about to enter Albania, and the border is beautiful.
Oh, yeah, he's lovely.
What's with the lavender? Is that
It's
what
so
that is?
bizarre.
Welcome to Albania.
You know what? I've always wanted to come to Albania. It seems like a cool place. The ominous mist is worrying me. But we'll be sound.
Yeah. Bit
We'll
of
be sound.
pathetic fallacy.
My sister is actually in Albania right now sending us photos, and the drive was beautiful. I mean, the weather wasn't perfect for it right at the start, but the photos she's sending, honestly stunning. People are calling it like the Maldives of Europe, and oh my goodness, if you've never seen it before, like type it in on TikTok or Instagram or something and you'll see all of these countries in this region are stunning, but Albania, oh my goodness.
Boys,
Yeah.
Yo.
you're missing something very important.
What?
Country number 4.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
We've done it!
Almost.
We're
We
going
need
through
to
a challenge.
challenge.
Yeah. Wait, fuck, is that a donkey or a horse? What? Is a donkey, a horse, and a dog and a bike? It's a
Stick.
cow. It's not even a donkey. It's a cow. Yeah.
This was crazy, by the way. Like the culture shift when you cross the border was crazy. Like straight away on the other side of the border, when we crossed into Albania, there was just like an entire family gathering, like kids, wives. I don't know if the husbands maybe like worked on the border control bit, but it was so bizarre. Like into the road, like 10, 15 of them just chilling. And then there were people cycling, like walking cows down the roads, like down like motorways, like roads that looked like they should be driven on fast. It was so bizarre.
We're here. Yeah. We made it. This is what we came here for.
Yeah, this guy on his bike just walking cows. And there were cows tied up to poles.
I came through the border and immediately was confronted with a man walking two cows
Walking his cow
with
and
his
his
stick
dog.
on a bicycle with his dog.
On the wrong side of the road, no less as well.
No less.
No less.
Hello there. For
here-
our final challenge in Albania,
Look at
to
it.
complete it, Arthur is going to play, fittingly, Smoke on the Water, because of the smoke on the water. Look at that.
Like the second the sun came up and the temperature rose and the sort of like foggy mist disappeared from the sky and it went blue. Like just this whole region. Like I've been to Croatia and I've been to Greece and I feel like a lot of people know that those two are beautiful. But all the surrounding countries and the countries in between, I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise. I mean, it's the same sea, it's the same beaches, it's the same rocks. Obviously, they have slightly different cultures and economies and stuff, but it's not a surprise that they're just as beautiful.
I don't think this actually works, but
Go on.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
that'll do.
the mic will pick that up somehow. Play a musical instrument. We've got ourselves a whopping
Yeah, it was not designed to be played like a musical instrument. It
yeah,
was just for show.
finally.
now. Come on.
So that is.
Careful.
It's fine.
Oh my goodness.
Not so funny now, is it, Harry?
Who's forgotten their seatbelt again?
That's four
Yeah,
countries
John.
we've done.
4 countries is a bit of a poor showing, to be honest, mate.
What? I think that's good. We've done
Yeah?
a country every 2 hours since we touched down, and that's incredible. That's
At
insane.
midnight.
That is good, but the fact we took this long to get here is crazy. We could have probably flown to Dubrovnik like 6 hours earlier.
And we'd be on 12
the
countries
plan?
right now if we had kept this pace up.
Oh, yeah.
That is horrendous. I need to have words with the editor. I remember seeing this and being like, did you have to use this shot? At least crop in on Harry. Me with my big double chin, for goodness sakes.
The airport. We done made it. Didn't we?
That's so cute. I don't know why I find that so wholesome. Me fully asleep and him just celebrating with me.
Our poor cameraman John has to drive this car for 7 hours back to Dubrovnik.
Oh, back
What a
to the
champ
start.
John is.
He's a good man, that Jonathan. He's a good man. Come on, mate. Come on, John. Made it, mate. We
What
did
a
it.
long and arduous journey.
You know what? Harry and John were in okay spirits because they were chopping Monster Energies. I didn't have any caffeine for some reason. Not really a big energy drink person, but that kept them bouncing. And especially with the previous 2 nights, I just lost it.
And after all that, we did 4 countries.
4 countries, that's way more than I ever expected we would do.
Oh my! When I woke up this morning, I thought, you know what, boys, we might actually break 3.
Yeah.
And I can't believe we've done it.
We've done 4.
You know what? I was genuinely thinking we were going to do like 8, and I was like, go on, we could smash 10 or 12, and 4. Deary me.
And we're done.
Yes!
It's been a long slog. But you know what's even longer? Being John right now, who's got to drive the car back for 7
Poor
hours.
John.
What you were going to say? This ukulele?
Not now, Alka. Yeah.
Yes! Yeah.
Yes.
This was actually the best trip of our lives.
You reckon?
Well,
Well, Montenegro was beautiful, but you were asleep for most of it. I swear.
culturally,
That little bit went on longer and it was so wholesome because we were genuinely like, what an experience. Like it started so badly, and to have the comeback we did and experience the countries we got to experience, and we didn't spend a long time in a lot of them. In Bosnia, you know, we barely crossed the border, but man, what a road trip in the end.
I would like you to name the first country you went to, Josh and Ethan.
France.
Toby?
Belgium.
Harry?
Croatia.
Okay. Josh, second.
Belgium.
Toby?
Netherlands.
Arthur?
Bosnia.
All right. Ethan, Josh?
Third country was Hungary.
Toby?
Germany.
Arthur, Harry?
What did we go? Where did we
Montenegro.
go? Montenegro.
Whoa.
Okay.
The most beautiful country ever, by the way.
Josh, Ethan?
Fourth country is Slovakia.
Okay. Toby?
Italy.
Slovakia's
Sardinia.
sick, you know.
Harry, Arthur?
Albania.
Josh and Ethan? Number 5.
Czech Republic.
Toby.
Switzerland.
Harry and Arthur.
Ah,
Huh?
Did you get 4?
Your
what do you say?
your 5th country.
You're breaking up a bit, buddy.
Fourth country was Albania.
yeah, 4th was Albania, mate.
Yeah, the 5th one?
Ah,
The 5th one.
That's such a Harry noise.
Okay, well,
Huh?
you guys have figured out they have come last. With 4 countries. Josh, what is the 6th country you've been to?
Austria.
Toby.
France.
Josh.
Switzerland.
Toby, what is the 7th country you've been to?
That's it, bro.
It's done! Josh and Ethan have won with 7
That's what we do, boys. That's what we do.
W's in the shot.
W's in the shot.
You stiffed us when you said we couldn't get off in France earlier, you pricks.
You'll also notice that Toby is on his own.
what happened? Did he didn't get hit again, did he?
Vic got stuck at security.
Can we say we got 4?
The cut to us just starting to crack up, and then at the end of it, I can't even remember what happened in between then, but we were just like, oh, poor Vic, like, long day.
But we didn't leave the UK until 10:30.
How?
It's a long story. It's a long story.
An
12
embarrassment of
hours.
indecision.
Well, congrats,
Half the
Ethan
video.
and Josh.
Congratulations, boys.
They've done it.
Oh man, what a video. Honestly, like, I actually thoroughly enjoyed it because it was such a roller coaster. It just made it so much more. I think if we had gone straight to Dubrovnik or Split and done the little zigzags, we wouldn't have enjoyed it anywhere near as much. We probably would have been a lot more awake and probably had some better views. But to go from the absolute chaos, which was so fun at the time, to having a bit of a comeback recovery just made the storyline just so enjoyable, especially compared with the other 2 teams who just smashed it. Like, they did really well. They had their own obstacles and stuff that they had to overcome, and challenges and delays and all that kind of stuff. Definitely watch the full video, by the way, because it's so good. Ethan has a nice little chat to the camera at one point that's definitely worth watching. Their whole experience is the storyline's just as great for theirs, and obviously these aren't all the moments from me and Harry from the video, so yeah, go check the full one out. But what an experience. And genuinely, like, all the messages and comments I got after that, I was expecting to get absolutely cooked for being useless, and to be fair, I did in no small part, even my family members who watched it. But everyone was just like, oh man, like, what a comeback. Like, it was such entertainment, like, hilarious to watch you guys fail, and then cool to see you guys rescue it with a not a great 4 countries, but a good 4 countries nonetheless. Great views, great experience, a great video, and obviously a road trip with Harry, one of my best mates. You know, how can I complain? But yeah, grateful to have the opportunity to visit such beautiful countries. Very much appreciate all the love and support from all the comments and messages. And if you want to do me one more small favor, just make sure you're subscribed down below. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.